For me, I think I shared the same sentiment as many of the Chelsea fans. Huge shock hearing that Maresca's left. It's not something that we were expecting to hear. I know there was a lot of rumours. There seemed to be some kind of witch hunt from the media for Maresca. I kept seeing rumours about Maresca, but for me personally, I just didn't really take any notice of it. You know, Chelsea hadn't even won one of the games, and they were still talking about Maresca's future. I think because he talked about the famous 48 hours and so on. But huge shock. Wasn't expecting that. But to me, it sounds like from reports that have come out, it sounds like it's Maresca that walked out of the team. And if that's the case, for me, it's, kudos to him. I think it's the right decision for him. I think it's, from what I'm hearing, details that I'm hearing, it sounds like the directors want to, tell him what selection to be playing. For example, for Esteval, that Esteval has to play instead of, but he was saying that he would prefer Neto. For me, absolutely unacceptable for the directors to be talking about, everyone can have opinions, but for the directors to be trying to tell him what team to pick, I think is absolutely unacceptable. Esteval's only 18 years old. He's just come from Brazil. It's his first season. He's not the finished article yet. He's still growing. He's still improving. For me, it makes sense. If you want him that we ease him into the team. Playing in Brazil or playing in other leagues is massive difference playing over there in South America than playing in the UK here. Premier League is very, very quick. It's very, very tough league for many, many players, let alone players that are coming from the other side of the world. So, no, I think he clearly recognises the talent. You saw against Barcelona, Esteval came on, he started. But for this match, for, the recent games, he hasn't been starting. And for me, I think it's largely because for the defensive work, Neto defensively is far better than Esteval. And let's be honest, Neto's been in the league for the last minimum, maybe 5 years or so, playing for Wolves and so on. So Neto's far more experienced than Esteval is. And to be honest, Neto's probably been one of our best attacking players as well this season. So he absolutely deserves to be playing. I have no problems with Esteval starting from the bench. I think over time we will see him play more. But like I said, remember, he's only 18. He's only just come. It was easing him into the squad. I see no problems with that. And a reminder, he did play against Barcelona. He started the first team. So Maresca knows his quality. He knows his talent. It's more finding the right time, easing him into the team step by step. That's all he was doing. But no, at the end of the day, look, we employed the managers in to be able to manage the team. Let them do their job. I don't agree with sporting directors. Everyone can have opinions, but it sounds like the sporting directors are trying to impose their views that he must pick Esteval or he must play in a certain way. I think it's unacceptable. I think it sounds like Maresca left, and as I said, if he did do, kudos to him. Moving on to Rosenior, I think Liam Rosenior, I think he's not very experienced, but from the sounds of it, the type of football is similar to what we see at Chelsea. In terms of what he's trying to do at Strasbourg. So it sounds like there's not going to be much difference. There's not going to be much of a transition in terms of the play. He's played with Delat before and so on. Listen, he's very, very inexperienced, I think. But I think that it's an opportunity for him. I'm sure he will probably jump at it. But I think we should give him a chance, personally. I think the Chelsea fan base should give him a chance. Maresca's already gone. Yes, we're disappointed, but he's already gone. It's already happened. We can't turn back the clock. Moving forward, may as well give him a chance. Let's see what happens. And let's go on from there. There's young managers that have taken over before and have done very well. So you never know. Matteo went on to win the Champions League. Stranger things have happened in the past. So my view would be, let's give him a chance. Let's see what happens.